As you know, you clicked on this video knowing what happened to Mr. Big Vass. And you might be saying, I don't remember that. Well, hear me out. This guy basically exposed Lego City. His last video was North Korean tourism style in Lego City. If we go to the bottom, in Lego City there is gender equality question mark. This proves that he obviously knows the history of Lego City. But if you were to watch one of his videos, you would know that he doesn't like Lego City for the dictatorship it is. It's just hidden as a utopia of lies. See, there's poverty, crime. Even that one German guy, he did not go to Argentina. He either died or went to Lego City due to a photo of a homeless man on the street looking like him. And obviously, there's plastic surgery involved. But you already know that. But right here, the North Korean tourism style in Lego City. If we were to watch this, it's actually his last video ever made. And he talks about how they might have public execution and how they're watching everything, which proves to me that President Lord of Business, you see right here, President Business did not like Mr. Big Boss, obviously. He exposed how he has an army of mercenaries, which technically isn't illegal. Proves that Lego City has more power. But if we were to go further, he exposed the corrupt Lego City politicians and the bribery of imported drugs, which proves that his monopoly is mainly based off drugs, weaponry, war profiteer, and taxes, which the taxes are extremely populated and inflated for obvious reasons. Coffee costs $37. And guess what? Not only that, I want you to watch this clip. Just watch it.
Wake up! Where did you find the piece of resistance? Piece of what?
See, look.
Piece of resistance.
Obviously, psychosis.
What's happening? Glendon, Master Builder. No, Master Builder? No, so you've never heard of the prophecy? No, or the special? No,
just wait. Watch.
And the world. President Business is going to end the world.
See.
But he's such a good guy. In Octan, they make good stuff.
See, he's the leader of Octan now.
Music.
Which means, if he makes music, he has a big profit. Also with dairy products, he poisons lactose-intolerant people. To kill them.
Dairy products,
Coffee and TV ways to brainwash people into going into submission of his dictatorship.
Show surveillance.
So watch. Now with this, he watches people, obviously.
All
history books, which means he would be able to make fake history on how Lego City basically helped in World War II, even though Lego wasn't created, and they worship Godfred Kirk, the god which they worship, which they have been awaiting for Godfred to return. See, voting machines, this is the important one. Well, you see, President Business is the president, and if he manufactures voting machines, he could have easily faked the election. You see, which proves to my next point. Mr. Big Boss never liked Lego City, which means after his trip to Lego City, we have to visit his video. See, watch this.
We could create a tourism department that will show to the tourists around the world the great beauty and generosity that reigns supreme in Legoland and
Lego City.
So you hear the background. It sounds like machinery in the rain, which obviously, this means Mr. Big Voss was found at the end of this video in the rain. And this proves that, and with the machinery, most likely a tank, which means he was most likely shot at and blown up, but he probably escaped, or at least was still alive. Which means he was brought to the Lego City border, aka Legoland in Denmark, was strung up by his arms, and then publicly executed while being shot at, which means President Business knew everything. He was behind it all. This proves that. This means Mr. Big Voss is most likely dead, but if he uploads again, we can probably guess that he escaped Lego City, but judging from the machinery, he's MIA. He was a POW, MIA, but is most likely dead. This proves that there's a big conspiracy in